Hey, good morning, guys and gals. Happy Wednesday to you. I hope everybody's healthy, wealthy, and wise on your end. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we'll continue to work with compound interest, but we're going to be solving for the amount of time something's in the account. This is newer, harder. It's going to take probably the rest of the week. Sorry if that's a bummer, but that's just the way it goes. Yeah, but the nice thing is I'm going to keep the problems really limited. We're going to have two in our notes. We'll probably have three in our homework max. Yeah, and then go from there. All right, let's do this thing. Sorry about the spring. I know it's disturbingly loud. Grab a pencil, piece of paper, follow along. Hey, there's our compound interest formula. That part hasn't changed. What is going to change though is how we go about solving. If you deposit $2,500 into an account, paying 10% annual interest compounded quarterly. So that means N is going to be equal to 4 because it's quarterly. How long until there's $5,000 in the account? Okay, so let me slide over here and go. So we want to end up with $5,000. Our principal was $2,500. And then our formula looks like 1 plus 0.10 divided by 4 to the 4 times t power. You certainly could make that x, that's fine. Okay, not a problem. The first thing we're going to do, and always in these problems, when we're solving for time, is we're going to divide both sides by the principal. Okay. The nice thing is the principal here cancels. Here the division works out super nicely. We're doubling our money. So 2 equals, and I'm just going to simplify here a little bit. Instead of 1 plus 0.10 divided by 4, I'm just going to divide and add that. Okay, we get 1.025. If you're saying, how did you do that, Mr. Herr? 0.10 divided by 4 is 0.025, and I added it to 1 to the 4t power. Okay. Now, this part's new for us. So really slow down and say, wait a minute. How are we going to solve for an exponent? Well, this is actually a pre-calc concept, but we have to take the natural log of both sides. Nothing will cancel, but there's a rule about natural logs, specifically over here on the right-hand side. What we can do with natural logs is pull the power out in front and multiply it by the natural log. So that means this will look like 4 times t times the natural log of 1.025. Okay. Then keep in mind what we're solving for. We're solving for t. We can actually divide both sides not only by 4, but 4 times the natural log of 1.025. Those will cancel. We have to do the same thing over here. 4 times the natural log of 1.025. Okay. So believe it or not, right here, this is what t is going to equal. The question is, how do we type this into our cell phone calculators? If we had our normal graphing calculators, we would just type what is written. But I know a lot of you don't have graphing calculators at home. Not faulting you for that. I probably wouldn't either if I was, at home on a sequester. So open up your stuff. Okay. Go into your cell phone. Good. Make sure you turn it sideways. Make sure we hit all clear. Okay. We have to type in the numerator first. So the natural log of 2, and then the natural log. Boom. Okay. Then we're going to divide, but we have to put things in parentheses. So I'm going to hit the left parenthesis button. Okay. It was 4 times, then we had the natural log of 1.025. So I actually type in 1.025 first, hit the natural log of that, then I close my parentheses. So the cell phone calculator did that math. I'll hit enter, boom. We're going to have that in the account for about 7 years. And it's okay to round to the nearest year. So it's going to take approximately 7 years. Okay. We're going to run through another one. I know the video might be a little longer today, but I also think it's worthwhile. Okay. If you deposit $6,000 into an account paying 6% annual interest compounded monthly, that means N will be 12. How long until there's and I'm sorry, that should say 18,000 in the account. So 18,000 equals 6,000 times 1 plus 0.06 divided by 12. If you're saying, Mr., where's the 12 come from? Once again, from the n value. And then 12 times t. Okay. We're going, once again, divide both sides by the principal. Start these the same way every time. Okay. Those cancel. This also works out nicely. I'll try and keep it the same on your homework. It works out nice division there to 3. Also, I'm going to simplify here a little bit. 0.06 divided by 12, well, that's 0.005. And then when we add that, we get 1.005 to the 12 times t power. Okay. Once again, solving for unknown exponents, sorry for the stutter, is tricky. We have to take the natural log of both sides. The natural log of 3 equals, and we bring that down in front, 12 times t times the natural log of 1.005. If this step's a little confusing, that's natural. We've never seen this before. And once again, it's a pre-calc concept, so I don't want you to be too hard on yourself. Then we'll divide both sides, not just by 12, but also by the natural log of 1.005. Okay. The reason we do that is then it's one step. Then we'll have t solved for. Okay. The question becomes, how do we type that in our calculator? So one more time, just for clarity, get into your cell phone calculator, make sure it's all clear. Okay, the numerator was the natural log of 3. So 3, sorry for that, 3 natural log. Okay, then we're going to divide, but it's a quantity in the bottom, so we have to use our parentheses. Parentheses 12 times, and then it was the natural log of 1.005. Type that in, press the natural log, close our parentheses, and then hit equals. Okay, that tells us it's going to take about 18 years to triple our money. Well, that's a pretty good deal. Okay, I know the video got a little long, and I know it's also not easy. Good luck, guys and gals. Peace.